Hey guys, welcome to my channel Elite Wrestling World. My name is GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here on AEW Wrestle Dream post-show review. What an excellent show that was with every emotional main event match. Bryan Danielson full-time in-ring career is over. Let's talk. We start off with Hangman Page versus Jay White. Hangman back body drops White to the apron and follows it with the triangle lariat. White with a Manhattan drop, but Page grabs him right into a sleeper hold and spins him out of it for a near fall. Page with a Death Valley driver. Page gets his belt out. Turner threatens to throw the match out, but Switchblade is defiant. Shin Breaker puts Page into the edge of the ramp. Blade Runner denied, dodged the low blow, but Hanger's knee gives out and both men are down. To the apron, Buckshot reversed into Blade Runner. Jay White wins by pinfall with Blade Runner. Next is Mariah May versus Willow for AEW Women's World Championship. Willow bites her ear, hip attack into a lariat, German suplex gets the champion to. Mariah gets her up for Mayday, and Willow kicks out. Frankensteiner, Flash Knee, Storm Zero, Mariah May wins by pinfall, retaining the Women's Championship. Next is Jack Perry versus Shibata for TNT Championship. Perry spits, but Shibata just waves him. Big Boot sets up chops. Shibata suplexes him into the apron hard. Perry is looking for snare trap. Shibata with a Death Valley driver. Perry has the ring awareness. Jack Perry wins by pinfall, retaining the TNT Championship. Post-match, Perry attacks Shibata. Garcia is here, and MJF is also here. Scapegoat returns to blindside Garcia, and MJF gets on the mic and talks what Garcia's been doing, and now he's going to make him kiss the Dynamite Diamond ring. But Adam Cole Bebe is here, and he runs MJF off. Cole helps Garcia to his feet and they fist bump. Next is Ricochet versus Takeshita versus Ospreay for International Championship. Ospreay and Ricochet do their big stalemate thing and Takeshita blasts both of them. Ricochet near fall off a shooting star press on Takeshita. Oscutter blocked, back elbow, Will eats a Death Valley driver on the apron. Backslide driver counters hidden blade, nobody home on the 450, powerbomb rolled into a Styles Clash. Konosuke breaks IT up, Oscutter connects, Ricochet takes him out with a springboard crossbody. Takeshita with tombstone pile driver through a table, Don Callis pulls the referee. Callis with screwdriver but will blocks, underhooks for the Tiger driver but a man in a hoodie attacks him with the screwdriver from behind. It's Kyle Fletcher, Takeshita takes the knee pad down. Konosuke wins by pinfall, becoming your new international champion. Post-match, Fletcher pulls Ospreay in, underhooks, Tiger Driver 91. Prince Nana is in the ring. He introduces Swerve Strickland. Swerve admits it feels weird to be out here without the title around his waist. He is medically cleared and he wanted to address his hometown people. MVP interrupts. He has Shelton Benjamin with him. He wants to discuss Swerve's future with him. He wants to talk some business. Swerve starts with a greeting and says he's seen Shelton Benjamin, who was a big inspiration for him. Under Nana's watch he lost his main event, his childhood home, and his title. On the other hand, he wouldn't have all of those things without Nana. Strickland likes having power, but the number one thing about Nana is that he's family and he doesn't turn his back on family. So MVP can take his business cards and shove him up his. Shelton steps up to him and says Swerve is either with him or against him. A shoving match breaks out between Benjamin and Nana and MVP holds his guard back. Swerve and Nana embrace in the ring. Next is Beast Mortos versus Hologram 2 out of 3 falls match. Beast with a huge pop-up Samoan drop, so close. Hologram wins the first fall by pinfall with a rolling crucifix pin, going up 1-0. Hologram charge and lands a Monsu, Mortos with a pair of backbreakers. Beast Mortos wins the second fall, evening things up 1-1. A second discus lariat as soon as the match restarts. Hard back and forth bombs, discus lariat connects but the Beast can't capitalize, Hologram and Mortos won't stay down. Hologram wins the third fall by pinfall with a Revolution powerbomb, going to 1. Next is Brody King versus Darby Allin. Allin sidesteps and lays chops in but King shrugs him off. Darby into the barricade, Brody puts the steel steps on him and climbs them, stomping them into Allin's ribs. Hammering chops from the big man, suicide dive follows, Darby is fired up top. Coffin drop to the floor, German superplex from King, Brody off the top and onto the steps. Coffin drop into the steel steps, Darby Allin wins by pinfall with the coffin drop. Post-match, Brody King gets to his feet and offers Darby a handshake. Next up is Private Party versus Young Bucks for AEW World Tag Team Championship. Matthew cuts a promo on Private Party, brawling on the stage, Mark climbing the tunnel, sent an Atomico off of the tunnel. Isaiah fights Nicholas back to the ring, we get a bell. Fighting Matthew on the floor, Mark with a super kick. Cassidy runs in and lands a double arm drag only to run into a super kick party of his own. Springboard DDT, cover for 2, Fountain of Dives, Nicholas and Isaiah trading hands. Gin and Juice is only good for a near fall, EVP trigger, Cassidy kicks out. Matthew takes Mark out, small package, so very close. Young Bucks win by pinfall with TK Driver, retaining the AEW Tag Team Championship. Post-match, Stokely Hathaway laughs about Private Party's failure. Next is Chris Jericho versus Mark Briscoe for Raw World Championship. Briscoe with stomps in the corner, Codebreaker, only for 1. Aubrey distracted and Bill blasts Mark with a boot. Froggy Bow countered with a Codebreaker. Why did Jay slips out and hits the Judas effect? Mark Briscoe won't go out. Froggy Bow connects, Jay Driller, Mark Briscoe wins by pinfall with the Jay Driller, retaining the Raw World Championship. It's main event time on Wrestle Dream, Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley for AEW World Championship. Moxley attacks Danielson during his entrance and beats him down. Bryan with chest kicks but Jon thumbs his eye, pile driver into the table. Nobody home on the diving headbutt and Mox hits a blackout, Danielson leading the yes chance, but Jon lands an ace crusher. Jon Moxley kicks out of the Busaiku knee, you're gonna get your head kicked in. Chance ring out and Danielson kicks Moxley's head in, LeBell lock applied in the middle of the ring. Suicide dive caught and countered into a paradigm shift on the exposed concrete floor. Moxley kicks out of the Busaiku knee again. He charges in and Jon takes him down with a pair of lariats. Mox calls his shot, draws him up, Death Rider connects but Danielson kicks out at 1. Pile driver into the reverse chinlock. Looking for the choke, Moxley falls back into the body scissors and Bryce calls it. Moxley wins, Bryan career is over. Post-match, Claudio and Pac and Marina Shafir join Moxley in the ring and they put the title in a bag but Huila Yuta and Darby make the save only for Yuta to blast Allin with a Busaiku knee. Huila chokes Danielson with the bag. Locker Room gets to the ring to send Moxley packing. Medics arrive to tend to Danielson and stretcher him out. That's the show, folks. Please guys like and share this video, subscribe to my channel and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.